Tonight, News 4 Investigates continues probing fixes into the vacant building problem in St. Louis City. It's top of mind after firefighter Polson was lost in an abandoned building. Tonight, we're focusing on the demand to shore up safety, which comes with a debate for preservation. Do we demolish or save? News 4's Alexis Zotos is finding how your tax dollars are being used to save. Alexis?
Well, Corey, there is an ongoing effort to save the history. Many of these buildings are not totally gone. This page from one of the city-owned abandoned homes is going for just $2,000. The city spends tax dollars to fix the big items. On this one, it was the roof. It was shoring up a back wall. That makes it a little bit more accessible to a rehabber. We caught up with one man tonight who is taking on the challenge of restoring a 130-year-old home.
This was originally the butler's pantry. This will be a bathroom.
It might not look like much, but this home used to be one of St. Louis's grandest.
This is a photo of the house from 1896.
The home on St. Louis Avenue in North City is getting a new life.
It's had a lot of life, a lot of history, and it's just one giant, beautiful survivor of a structure.
A survivor. This was the building when Caleb Higgins purchased it in 2020. It was one of the thousands of St. Louis vacant buildings crumbling across the city.
We had some walls in the back that were starting to collapse.
Higgins purchased it for $65,000, and slowly but surely, he's restoring it.
All the plaster work is still here.
He stands on the side of preservation and the debate of how to tackle the 10,000 vacant buildings around town. The city is able to demolish about 600 per year. Most are in far worse condition.
Everyone wants to jump to demolition. It's kind of the easiest thing to picture. A building's a problem, let's remove it. But in reality, a lot of these are salvageable, if not now, later. And so we could be doing a lot to improve safety just by stabilizing those structures, keeping water out of them, keeping people out of them.
One source of funding is Prop NS. That was approved by city voters back in 2017. It allocates $6 million each year to stabilize city-owned LRA properties to then sell them to buyers interested in rehabbing. We asked, is it working?
We've stabilized 50 buildings so far, but 50 out of 10,000, right? So if we wanted to scale that up, and let's say we want to stabilize just 10% of our housing stock, that's about $30 million that we would need. So the scale to really make an impact on this financially is just massive.
Higgins says the city must do more to make it easier for people to buy these properties. He says it's costly to do repairs, it's tough to get loans, and it takes time.
This is my full-time job.
He shares his progress with the world on his YouTube channel, reaching millions of viewers and sharing a bit of our city's story.
I hope people kind of feel a need to, preserve history like this, to have the conversations that it's possible to not only save these things, but it doesn't have to cost you everything.
So the vast majority of the vacant buildings across the St. Louis City area are privately owned, just like the one that he's rehabbing in this story. But the ones that are owned by the city can be purchased sometimes for just a few $1,000s. But there's a process and this application. Interested in learning more and seeing some of those homes available? You can head to the KMOV News app for details.